If you get what I'm trying to say, because what you said was perfect. My pride on my girl,
Yeah.
and that's literally what it is sometimes. My pride on my girl, right? And it's like, why am I so attached to this pride thing?
Without this pride, a lot of us wouldn't be able to maneuver in this world. Like, it's,
Go ahead.
It's this pride and, I guess, sense of ego that allows us to, like, for me personally, it allows me to see or go into my workplace to be like, yo, I'm the boss. I know exactly what I can do. I know how to exactly to move in X, Y, and Z. Or even in the sense of music, it's this sense of, I guess, ego that, because my mom always blessed me with the standpoint of my boy will be 10 times better than his mates. So being bombarded with that, you know, you kind of grow a mentality of, yo, I'm the boss.
Yeah.
I'm the boss. So, and I
Sometimes
guess that's...
you might not be.
You might, okay, but you work...
No.
Yeah. Sometimes you might not be correct.
Yeah, and that pride alone is what keeps you going.
Going.
Yeah.
Do you get
You know,
me?
it drives you.
Yeah.
You know,
So
so
it's a good thing and a bad thing, right?
Well,
Because I think pride could definitely be bad.
no. I think pride coupled with pride isn't bad. First of all.
Yeah.
Pride isn't bad. You need pride.
Yeah. I hear it. Yeah.
You need pride.
You need pride. It's the excess of pride that's a bad thing.
Okay. Yeah.
How much pride?
No,
pride
but hold
do you
on,
have?
hold on. Like it's like I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
I'm proud of my accomplishments. I'm proud of the man that I am.
I hear you.
Do you get me? You need it.
Like, for example, right? I was proud of my work, but I wasn't too proud to humble myself and ask you, oh, yo, would it be cool if I come here to showcase my work if you
Okay.
think it's good?
Okay.
I'm proud. I know this can stand up to par.
Okay,
But
okay.
I humbled myself and asked for the opportunity to be on the show.
I hear you.
You know?
I hear you.
So there's a need for pride, but I just think it's the excess of it or the
Where
lack of
pride is
awareness.
bad is when if you're proud of what you're doing, but what you're doing is ass.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
No, but you see, that's not pride. That's lack of self-awareness.
There you go.
Yeah. No, because what he said, where his mom blessed him and said, "You be better than your mates."
Sometimes better, yeah.
What if you're not? Now listen. Yeah.
and you're going around saying,
You're going around.
I'm the
Your
shit.
mom has built you up, but you're whack.
your mom will build you up, your mom will pull you down. Pull you down.
I guess what? The world will pull you down because if your work doesn't show excellence, you're gonna go down. People will tell you.
Yeah,
And
100.
however your mom built you up,
It
it will last. It will
Your
tear
mom,
down.
your mom just doing vibes.
Like, exactly. Exactly. So your
but
work gotta show that, yo, you were actually...
What you said about
Potentially got
self-awareness is 100%. It's 100%.
Pride is important there as well. Because the lack of pride is like low self-esteem.
Yeah.
We've seen those people that are amazing at what they do.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it's good enough. Have some pride in yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Here's why I'm in conflict. But because I 100% I hear you and I agree. I don't even know where I stand really, to be honest. Because like I feel like there is people like that, right? You would see the most talented people,
Right.
The most talented people, the biggest critiques of their work. You know what I mean? And maybe these are different things. Maybe it's a different
Maybe
thing.
it's a different thing altogether.
The biggest critique of the work, like they look at the work and they just have to release it just because they have to. The management said they have to release it, but they hate their work in a sense. They're perfectionists.
Right.
I was listening to something this morning and the guy said greatness comes with the attention to details and never being happy with yourself. Do you know what I mean? So there is on one side,
different thing.
yeah. Do you know what I mean? So maybe I'm thinking of something different. Like on one side, I don't want to get to a place where I'm thinking, yeah, I've done well. Because I feel like I need to constantly get better.
Yes.
Do you know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So maybe I don't know, but what is the difference between
but-
being proud of yourself?
I think there's a thing of this is good, but I know I can
It could be better.
Okay.
And that comes with self-awareness as well.
Yeah, I think there's a space that exists between that where you're like, okay, this is good work objectively, but I know
So
that
much better.
I can do better.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah.
maybe
I hear it. No, it's just I hear it. I agree as well. Do you know what I mean? I agree.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just because I would say that I'm a confident guy, but that's what everyone sees. Do you know what I mean?
so then you are, or it's a persona.
I'm a type of person that even though I know I'm scared, I'm shaking, I'm shivering, I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm scared inside. I'm doubting myself. The voice inside my head is telling me, David, you're trash. This is rubbish, blah, blah, blah. I'm still just going to do it just because I learned through what I struggled with when I was younger. My teenage ages was failure. I failed. That's all I knew. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It was actually until I changed my second name. I didn't tell you that story. The second I changed my second name, that things began to actually.
Must have heard it.
Yeah, things began to actually move forward in my life.
Right.
But I was, you're still attached to that failure. So it makes you scared of making decisions or doing things. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I got to a place where I said, no, do you know what? I'm just going to do regardless. Do you know what I mean? Like, we started the podcast. None of us know if it's going to do anything. I was saying, my projections was 17 people watching us. I remember saying to Snowden, like maybe 17 people will watch us. Yeah. You don't know what's going to happen. You're scared, but you still do type of, do you know what I mean? So that's where I kind of, I've come from. I don't know what the question was initially.
Well, you know what you're saying. I think that's what makes a great person, not caring about if it's gonna fail or not.
Yeah.
Like you can do something over and over and over and over and over and over again. If you do it the same way, it's not gonna work. But if you try to do it different ways, that's when it works. Like the greatest people in this world, the risk takers, they take risks that I risk, I will reward.
Yeah.
If you're afraid of saying, I might not do that, you're gonna stay in the same place.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna stay. So I don't like people. You shouldn't care what people like. Bare people wants to do YouTube, but it's the fear.
Yeah.
Fear and lack of consistency as well.
Consistency
This
is
is the biggest thing.
Fear is the biggest killer, and consistency. I don't know. I was trying to use a word, but no, but it's facts though. Fear, first of all, fear will stop you. You won't even allow you to start. You know what I mean? Someone, I think Rex Chitu said I've talked the genius out of myself so many times. Like I'm a genius here. I've just talked myself out of producing the genius. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
Like look at Kanye for example. When he released 808 and Outbreaks, no one was doing that kind of music before.
No one.
Yeah.
But he took a risk.
Yeah.
Do you know what though? I think there's between that genius, there's like a
What
line
did you say there?
Genius.
between that genius.
Oh, genius. I think you said jeans.
No, you know the people that are geniuses.
Yeah.
I think they're mad.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, to a certain extent.
They're,
Yes.
they're like,
oh yeah.
'cause Kanye is a bit insane. Let's be honest.
Objective about it. Yeah.
And like not because of what he says and all that. It's just like
The way he thinks. Is
the way he thinks, the things he has done in the times that he did them in as well. Like 808s and Heartbreaks. Why did you think in your mind that this music that does not sound like anything else that exists now will work?
Sound like
You have to be mad.
futuristic music. And look at us now.
You have to be a bit mad to be like,
Yeah.
I don't care what everyone's saying.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Facts.
Because like there's a thing of like taking in good counsel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Receiving advice from everyone that's knowledgeable and everything. And I'm sure Kanye had access to everyone in the industry saying,
Yeah.
Kanye, we know
don't
where
know.
the music is going, but I don't know if this will work.
Yeah.
Kanye's like,
He didn't care.
yeah.
I
All
know
of you
on
have-
that.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, great bun that. There's madness there.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he released other music that was shit. A few albums were
Yeah.
but he still did it. And how many classic albums does this guy have?
Bro,
Too
and
many.
that's what I admire about great people as well, is that we don't remember the failures before their success, right? So no one cares about Kanye's rubbish music before or even after. Even, do you know what I mean? Like you think of like even his last few albums, you're like, man's on the Christ thing now. I don't know if I really
Come
on it.
back with a banger.
But it doesn't even matter if he doesn't even come back with a banger. Kanye did what Kanye did.
Yeah.
So there's greatness solidified.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it kind of gives me the comfort of like, yo, even if I do something and no one likes it, do you know what I mean? We just go again. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
We go again. We try harder. Do you know what I mean? And that's if you believe in your own sauce, though. Do you know what I mean? So
And if
again,
it's good at the end of the day.
bro,
And
no
if it's
touch.
good.
Thank you so much. Because there is a difference between
Fam,
sorry, there's a difference between saying saying
guy.
it's like literally the difference between saying I'm gonna try until this succeeds and actually not know whether you're trash and you should stop.
Yeah.
Because I remember one girl I said this in open circle one time, right? And I was saying like, yo, listen, keep trying. And this girl goes, what if you keep trying and you don't succeed? And goes, and it was the girl, the specific girl. No, I'm not talking about it.
Let's see.
Drop me.
Do Do you know what? Do you know what though? I think there's one thing. There's one thing that people don't actually take into consideration. Success is actually never guaranteed.
Straight.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Success actually isn't guaranteed.
Yeah. That's
That's the harsh. Like that's the harshest part of reality.
Yeah. And you're just blindly going in, having faith that this consistency and good work will, break through and make a way for you.
Because
Yeah.
do you know? Because
see what you just said there. Success is not guaranteed. I agree with that. Yeah. So, does it go back to what you measure success with, like, or what I see as success, right? Because I could really see.
Fair.
So some people that say, "Yo, listen, me just taking care of my children is success to me. I'm a successful father. That's all I was made to be, right?" And then somebody else looks at just having a small business in Tala. I was, I'm a successful businessman. Do you know what I mean? So is success
I guess
subjective?
It could be.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Depends on what. Like if you.
Because you can also fail at, like, even being the successful businessman in Tala. You could fail. Like,
Yeah.
like that.
Because like if success to you is being able to spend time with your wife and your kids, being able to provide for them, and you're doing that, and you've done that for 30 years of your life.
Yes.
Then you're a successful person.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So
Yeah.
yes, success is subjective.
Obviously, there's just the world's view of success.
Yeah.
Like,
Money.
yeah. Because, bro, I think my idea of success is becoming less of what the world sees as I get older. I'm more focused on actually having a successful family. Like, a functioning family, first of all. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't come from that. Do you know what I mean? So, like, bro, that's a goal for me. That if I do that, I'm like, I'm a happy type of vibe. Do you know what I mean? Why don't we chase anymore? No, let's get to it real quick. Why don't we chase? Because I'm trying to figure it out. You know, when you're chasing your babes, all of us have chased babes now. And we've all chased, and then we got.
Yeah.
Right? And eventually, you wasn't sending good morning text. Why does it change?
We begin.
You need to. I think that you need to manufacture a place in your mind that tells you that your girl isn't really your girl.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Don't become complacent at the end of the day.
Because do you know what?
Yeah.
The thing that, like, okay, so why did you chase your girl?
Like,
Because you wanted her.
Yeah.
Another thing that you didn't think about is like she might actually not be mine
Yeah.
if I don't do this.
Yeah.
So I need to be in your face. I need to be the first thing to think about in the morning. So I'll send you a text
Yeah.
message. You need to think about me throughout the day. So we'll be in constant communication. I need to be the last thing in your mind when you're going to bed.
I said, be obsessed with me. I'm Joe.
Okay,
Joe is me.
That's. I'm not trying. I'm not.
No,
I'm not like that.
is it bad? I haven't watched the show.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
it's Oh, I said that was Joe. Sorry, guys. I hear what you're saying. What about you? What's your thoughts on it?
Honestly, going off of his point, is just don't be complacent. Like, at the end of the day, it's making it a priority to constantly flame that fire, randomly giving her gifts, randomly just touching her backside, just making her, like, that's how you keep that intimacy alive, and just showing her that, yo, I'm still in love with you.
Yeah, like,
Just consistently flame that fire.
Snow, what about you?
But it's hard now that pandemic's around, no?
Nah, I mean, you
Man,
can still get
pandemic.
flowers. You can still get her flowers.
Oh,
You can still go on walk.
Definitely, but I'm not. Let me not say that one. I'm not. I'm not trying to like blow trumpet or anything, but
Okay.
I want to do more. Like there's only so little that you can do. Right now.
Then
Right
it's up
now,
to you to
yeah.
be creative in it. I mean, you could get dressed up, do something a little. I don't know. Behave yourself.
First of all, we believe in Lord Jesus Christ. God is our Savior.
Do you know what? I think there's
I had to
something.
reel it back. Sorry.
There's something that us guys need to stop doing. Yeah, we need to stop pretending like we're not on mushy.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro, love it. Yeah, facts.
No.
We love it, bro. Facts.
What did I said that
there's not much to do right now.
No. You are being emotional. It's calm. No, stop
I'm
it.
not. No, this is not an attack to you.
Okay.
Don't worry, bro. This is yeah.
I was ready. I was ready for you.
No, but I'm just saying, guys, collectively, bro. If you're in the room when I'm talking on the phone, sometimes,
Bro, I'm unique. Yeah, it's facts. It's facts.
I don't think there's nothing wrong.
And it's okay, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's become this thing where men should not show emotions, and I feel like the truth is actually you're more masculine if you show emotions. You know what I mean? That makes you more masculine, because it's like how toxic can it be to feel like I have all the power, but the one thing that I actually feel I'm not, the world is telling me don't show. Do you know what I mean? But, do you know what I mean? Like I want my babes to know this. Listen, as you were saying, like I still love you. Do you know what I mean? I'm still here for you. But I feel like again, it goes back to a lot of things in our past as well. A lot of things like growing up with. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Did you see your dad love your mom? I'm not asking this on the
To be fair, to be fair, I did. To be fair, he didn't go to the, I guess, to the point where I would go, where I'd be grabbing my girl's neck. But
you wouldn't want to see that.
yeah, I'm like, Dad, what are you doing?
You want to be like, stop it, daddy.
You know, but he'd do the odd random things. Birthdays come along, he'd get her perfume, give her money, buy her clothes, you know. So you see him not cultivate, you see him maintaining.
Yeah, because I'm
that
saying
fire,
what I'm saying
or
is
let's say flame.
also some people don't see that. Do you know what I mean? They don't see a healthy relationship where they can imitate or just even say I'm gonna do better.
Learn from. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, and they never see the man express. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when Tommy says like it's good that we actually are mushy. Do you know what I mean? Like it's actually very, very girls love it when we're mushy type of vibe. You know what I mean? Nah, let's get to the music anyways.
So you dropped the project.
Yes, sir. Reflection dropped Friday, 23rd of April. My first solo debut EP.
Well, did you send us the preview then?
I did.
Oh, fair play, man.
Yeah.
Why are you acting surprised?
I didn't know. I thought it was out by that time.
No.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It only came out on Friday.
Oh.
Yeah. But so dropped Reflection, and I got onto Ye, and I specifically asked, yo, please only let me on if you think this is good. If this is rubbish, don't get back to me. Honestly, I asked that. Like, I was straight up, this is rubbish, please. Because I'm going for I have a crazy ambition. Like, I want to be that epitome of Irish hip hop. Like, I want to be able to compete against the UK and the US. I have a long ways to go, but I feel my starting point is showing that, okay, there's potential here.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be able to battle against the Jafarses, JLOLs. I know they're all your mandems, but
Do you feel like you're good enough to do that?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What was annoying was I had to be patient because, like I said, I'm also a microbiologist. So while I was doing my 4-year course in UCC, you know, they had the opportunity to consistently put out music and grow. And I had to be patient and just be like, because it's hard to juggle the music and a science course like microbiology at the same time.
Yeah.
So I just had to constantly, at the back of my mind, just be like, just wait, Kestine, wait. Do what you have to do and just wait. And now I kind of have my opportunity to showcase, you know, the scene that's popping up in Cork and to, you know, battle against the best of the best.
Yeah.
You know? So, Reflection.
What's your favorite track on there?
Favorite track would be Dear Diary.
Okay, if you didn't say that, if you didn't say that, I'd be worried.
Nah, it would be Dear Diary, just because, like I said,
I heard the song. You were very raw.
Thank you.
Unusual.
Yeah.
Because do you know what? I think we've spoken about this. A lot of lads here
I know.
don't talk about themselves in a sense of like, yo, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Completely. So why did you feel comfortable doing that in the first place?
Just because I don't have shame. Honestly, simple as I don't have shame. I don't have shame.
I like that.
Like, I am proud to, like, Dear Diary is essentially me being the epitome of a man, being able to be financially stable for my girl, because I have to now think about mortgage, marry, all that nonsense. And my mom got diagnosed with arthritis and diabetes in 2020, and it just kind of made me realize that, my mom is getting old. Appreciate the time that you have with her, because there will be a time where, long into the future, I hope, but there will be a time where I'll be like, I don't have a mother
Alive anymore, yeah.
You know? So it was just, again, I don't have shame, so I just put it out there. And I reflect passion, I reflect emotion. And I come from a church background, so in praise and worship, when you're doing it, you go all out.
Yeah.
You know, there's an emotional trigger with praise and worship. One of my idols is Michael Jackson. You see, he gives emotion and rawness in his music. Yeah. So that's what I want to be able to portray, you know? So doing something like Dear Diary was definitely something that was easy.
Yeah, man. You know, I rate that. That's what, as Tommy said, I don't see it enough in Irish music where people would tell the truth. Like, I don't want to say tell the truth, Actually, no, that's the word. Tell the
Yeah,
truth. When you man are getting Susie
It's a
money and saying I'm
facade.
buying fake kids and then saying that drip too hard. Like, no, you're not dripping. And maybe you got it from fraud, but you're not a legit. You're talking about stuff that you wish you had or you see people from UK have.
Yeah.
But then we have artists like yourself.
Yeah.
Here's what I would say. Yeah, I think artists like yourself or just artists that are just more reflective are not rated. Now, I'm not saying that you're not rated. I'm saying that they're not rated the same level. Like, we won't see your video fly. I fly through TikTok, right? 'Cause I love TikTok, right? I fly through TikTok and I see all these drillers. And no disrespect to them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I see them, just the music is flying and thousands of views. Everyone loves them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why do you feel like people who are more introspective don't get the love or the recognition that they deserve?
I might disagree with that, but one point is, I guess, it's the way you present your music. I mean, the J. Coles and the Kendricks, they're doing it. And yes, there might be anomalies, but they started off from some point.
I feel like they're anomalies, and that's about it. Like,
You know, but like I said, it's going back to my point. I think it's how you present your music. Like, if you come up and like all the drillers, it's something that's easy to digest. You know, it's energetic.
Yeah.
So me as a conscious rapper or trying to be a conscious rapper, I need to understand that. Right, if I want to get these youths, give out something that's catchy, be able to do radio songs, and I've got songs like that. I've got songs that did very well on TikTok called Tangerine. I've got a song that did very well on radio called Roll With Me. These are catchy, easy, digestible songs. And then once you kind of get the attention of the media, then you, with my projects, I show them, right, but I'm also a penman. You know, I can give you the catchy, I can give you the stuff that you would love to sing, but I can also give you the introspective stuff.
yeah.
So it's just how you present and package yourself. Like, don't be like, oh, I'm just conscious. Understand that people want shit to digest.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Do you think the music industry now is in a place where they're actually listening to you?
That they're actually listening.
Or
What do you
you'd
mean?
have to say?
What do you mean now?
Because based off of what he said, the reality is a lot of the music that we actually hear in rotation are not anything that has anything to say.
Or may have been the same thing we've been hearing for
Did
years.
you get me? It's a lot of just like TikTok music that just
Goes.
watching.
Right.
African Adiola.
I don't know what they're saying, but it's just catchy music.
Right.
Do you get me? So do you think the scene is in a place where like people are actually listening?
I think so. I think, especially in Ireland, I think we have a demographic of people that love the hip hop and that are hungry for something.
Yeah.
Now, it goes back to my point is how do you package yourself?
Yeah.
So initially, before I gave the project, I gave you the catchy stuff just to make sure that you know that I can give you easy, catchy, digestible music. And once I kind of have your attention with that, then I maneuver it to here's a project.
Yeah.
Come and listen to this to get a different side of me.
Was that your whole plan?
That's my plan, yeah.
Or did you just start off with catchy? I just
Catchy, I've always wanted to show that I can rap, but it's not as simple as just show you can rap because people don't care. You get their attention by giving them something that's easy to digest.
so you're like there's a balance.
Exactly. So I just threw out those catchy songs, and then because in Cork, how I got my name buzzing around is doing free performances and doing music that was easy to digest and get into.
Yeah.
You know, that's before I was like, okay, now here's my opportunity to show I can spit. I'm a student of J. Cole and Kendrick. You know, but before you just have to think about it, just because at the end of the day, people want easy things to digest. So
I rate it. I like Unity.
thank you.
I think that's the
the first
best.
song on the.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
the
thank
best
you.
For me and Snow as well. We listened to it together, the
Cheers.
whole thing. I think Unity is like for me to stand out just because I feel like you was. I don't know. I feel. You know what? I felt like you was giving me something that I don't think we hear enough here. But you were giving that like there was a word you were saying. I think was it nigga.
Yeah.
At the start. Like,
Yeah,
but
even the way you said it.
No, the way he did the nigga, it was
Thank you.
nice. I can give you that. Like,
How many times did I record that?
it wasn't nigga. It was like I hate the word nigga, but it's like the way he was doing the nigga.
Yeah. How many times did I record that?
No, but yeah, do you know what I mean? You did it nice. So I
Thank
feel
you.
like I pay attention to details and stuff like that.
Thank you.
And I like that element of a thing, man. How do you feel like people are responding to it? These people,
The song Unity or the project itself?
the project.
The project itself, it's been good. I've been very happy. There was one song in particular I was kind of scared of because I just couldn't predict
What was it?
Melanie. It's a song about sexual assault. And
Yeah.
I was scared because I couldn't predict. Usually with my music, I can predict how people react to it. With this song in particular, I felt that it could go extreme left or right. I could get support, or I could get, who are you to talk about this? You're a man. You're a black guy. You know nothing of this.
We thought it was you at the start, you know. We were listening and we were like, oh shit. Reversed it. Like, yo, was he talking? But then we clocked that you were talking about this serious situation.
Yes. So, but all in all, it's been very good. Like, I've been able to get on a couple of music platforms, Hot Press, where we put me on. A couple of radio stations have gotten onto me, and it's been good so far. And I've been asking people like yourself to have an opportunity to be on your podcast, because you guys are like pillars of the Black Irish culture. So,
do you know what? You can say that again. Yeah. The first time I saw you actually was in Dublin.
Yeah.
You came down and
Dublin.
we did, Dublin,
The
the most important city.
Why you over here, pal?
Yeah, but Felicia did a poetry slam
Oh yes.
in Workman's.
Yeah.
That performance was actually crazy.
Cheers, man.
Because he did poetry. I've never heard of him. I was like, oh, this fella Kestine. All right. I was like, first of all, I was like, Kestine.
Yeah.
What name's that?
My friend, you know the guest that we had last week, VJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd have ripped out your name still. He'd have taken it.
What's that, Kestine? But like, yeah, I saw you there for the first time, and what's it called? Your performance was very gripping.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just thought I should just tell you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
After you said that the podcast is sick, let me tell you something about you, bro. You're really good.
Thank you,
it was
mate.
definitely it was sick.
sick,
The whole event was actually sick. I was surprised.
Was I supposed to be at it?
You were, and you pulled out. You were.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
I hope
What
the
was the
people that are
story?
listening don't see it.
So what was the story? Go on, tell
What
us.
happened? You didn't want it.
This was like this was 2019.
Yeah, but I just hope, because I think they listen to the podcast though. Yeah.
Can you remember the excuse you gave them?
I can't remember. That's the problem. I don't know why I said no, but I knew I wasn't able to go. Was Chris Caps? No, this was the poetry thing, right?
Yeah.
And
They're working
that
on
It was a
goal,
competition.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, no, actually wasn't able to go to that one. But I think I told. Oh, actually, I can't remember. I didn't lie. I didn't lie, but I knew I wasn't able to go there.
Because I saw your name. I was
because
like,
I
oh,
was
shoot. Shoot.
Yeah.
I think
Dave was there.
You were
that's
part
so
of the reason why I went.
Yeah, I think so.
Because me, I remember me and Shakana was like, nah, we need to go see Katie.
Look at you attracting the crowd.
Yeah, man.
I forgot. Sorry, guys. So, if you're watching, I'm sorry for not pulling up. But no, I remember it was Chris Cabs. There was one show that Chris Cabs had. I think he wanted me to open up. I don't know. I just think on the day I just got so pissed off. I was just like, I'm not coming anymore.
Yeah.
But not just because like. I'm probably getting in trouble. Let me just leave that one out of it.
Have you ever pulled out shows just because?
Nah, babe. Nah.
It's always on your
I'm always there. There's a crazy passion and fire that I have for this music thing. So any opportunity I have to showcase myself, I'm there.
Maybe I'm sorry. Maybe I'm losing. Like maybe as a place where I was losing the passion, because before I would never miss a show. Like I'd try my best to get there.
Yeah.
But and it wasn't because the money wasn't even like I was getting paid for all these things as well. It's just I don't know. No, do you know it's not? It's not passion. Yeah, it's Ireland. Here's my thing. Yeah. Okay, now let me tell you why. Yeah.
Okay.
For me, because I'm making music like Christian. I wasn't making Christian music really. Like Fix Yourself is not Christian song.
Yourself.
But I was making music, but it was in church. Like I was playing in churches. So bear in mind, I've gone to Cork a few times. I've gone to Galway.
Took 200 quid off me, but still less.
You know when the bailiffs come knocking on your door?
Was it out your money?
My money.
Oh, jeez.
You think church man?
I'll sort you out after, innit? No, but I've been to all these places and played, and I've kind of seen. I got to a place where I was seeing the same faces. I was doing like Papa's concert, like 2-3 years. I was doing. Oh man, I was seeing the same people, same faces, type of vibe.
You got sick of it?
I got sick of it. Like we're doing the same songs. I'm just like, oh, and you guys wouldn't like. not elevating me in a sense. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that Irish people. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, as I'm seeing the same faces, I'm bored of performing in front of the same people, same vibe type of thing. But when I was getting shows in London, bro, I was making sure I was there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that I was losing passion for music or performing. It was just that
I guess it's the
a
scene.
new crowd,
It's the
bro.
same thing over and
Yeah,
over
do you know what I mean? But if I go to London, it's fresh. Do you know what I mean? So I was
Yeah.
excited to go to London, but here it was just like, and bear in mind, I feel like if I was getting shows with the white crowd,
Right.
yeah, you could, I'm sure you got tired of the white crowd as well, did you? Or was it?
Not really.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them, innit? There's a lot of them.
No, not that. Because every time you did perform, it was a new face. It's
Yeah.
when you started doing. There's particular gigs that you did that was same
Same
faces.
face, yeah.
Like if we did some other voices gigs, for example,
Yeah.
you'd be the same people
That
because
was
of
big about as well.
Word up.
word. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of gigs where you attract the same kind of crowd. So,
Yeah.
but those gigs maybe sometimes it got tiring.
Yeah.
But generally, majority of gigs now because
Yeah. It's
you're,
different
you're
crowd,
being
yeah.
exposed to a new
Yeah,
crowd. Yeah.
I wasn't.
I wanted to ask, what's it called? Talking about like attention to detail. When it comes to production, how involved were you with that?
So I'm ashamed to say that my production skills are lacking. Like I can do the bare bones because I play the keys as well because of church. But yeah, I give the bare bones skeleton and then I hand it out to my production team. So we got people because I'm signed to a small label called Outsiders Entertainment. So we got people in the UK and
That produced.
they produce.
Yeah.
So I gave them, if I wasn't able to do it on FL Studios, I'd hum it and then they'd have an idea of the melody in my head and then they do their own thing. So that's how but I need to
Would you
get
say you're
better.
100% happy with everything
There's
musically?
musically, yes and yeah, I'm happy, but it could be better. I guess from my standpoints,
Okay.
listening back to it. So I was like, there's a couple of stuff I could have done better here. Like in Dear Diary, I was trying to show that I could do like a couple of flows. So let's say I have 3 flows in one.
Yeah.
So I kept on with flow 1 and then flow 2. I just interjected in the middle. And then it's just like, it sounds off. And then
Okay,
you get me. So it's like,
yeah.
I shouldn't have done that. Maybe wrong decision. Small little minute
I like
details
that.
like that.
I like that you
Yeah, of course.
clock that. Yeah.
Of course, because I asked all my people, and it's a question I'm going to ask you in a bit. But I asked them, you just tell me anything that you think that I could have done better. Because like I said, if I want to be the best, I'm humble enough to say that if I want to be the best, I need to learn, constantly elevate. So it's asking people like you, all my people, just tell me if it's nonsense, it's nonsense. If it's good, it's good.
Yeah. Facts, facts. I hear it. So you want to ask us? Go ask us. Yeah, go ahead.
Calm.
Let's give you the words
Wunderbar.
ahead at critic.
Okay, so my first question. So, do you think this project is a good reflection of Irish hip hop?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Irish hip hop.
What is Irish hip hop?
That's where my mind went to.
Well, Irish.
Like I'm thinking, like we have the drill guys doing their
Yeah.
thing. But Irish hip hop
Do you know what?
is it J well?
I mean, I know I consider Kojak in there, Jaffa in
Kojak
there.
is sick.
JLOL is in there. Damola is in there. What's the Sam Ojo is in there.
Yeah, damn lot.
My people from Cork, Jay Ronick is in there. I feel Evans.
Evans, yeah.
You know,
Oh, Vince is a cork boy as well.
well, not.
No,
not
but
that.
Evans-
No, he's not a Cork
Oh, he's
boy.
not- no,
Evans-
okay,
yeah.
From Longford or
He's
something.
long for yeah. But that's what
I'd say it's a new reflection.
it's a new reflection. Okay.
Because and I'm saying that specifically because of Dear Diary. I haven't
Yeah, you
listened
won't
to,
hear that from
I haven't
anyone else.
heard every Irish person's music. I
Yes, of
haven't.
course.
But like, if anyone was that raw, we'd hear about it. I don't think anyone has been.
Yeah,
Do you get me?
facts.
So I think that's definitely a new direction that you're taking that no one else is. Do you get me?
All right. Calm. Do you think this?
There's 2 other lads here. Go on.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Come on, boys.
Oh, you spoke first. No?
Yeah. I was gonna say that you spoke. Yeah, thank you for the spokesman.
Wow. Do you think this is a project that could par up against the UK and the US? And why I say that is because if we're not at that level, there's no point in any of us doing this. We have to be able to be under level or be better.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Just because maybe it's not. We have a while to go with production as a whole. Do you know what I mean? That needs to get to a level where Tommy said this a while ago, right? He said that anytime I listen to music, I'm comparing it with the best in the world.
Of course, that's.
Do you know what I mean?
that's the
Just
standard.
because
That's standard.
all we listen to is the best in the world.
Yeah.
Right? The best producers, the best mixes, we listen to that every single day. So when we hear someone from Ireland, if it doesn't match that, we can tell immediately.
Of course.
So
And the thing is, and this is the worst part, yeah. He'll be able to tell you why because he's a music lover. He'd be able to tell you why because of music. But your average listener can't tell you why.
Can't tell you why. Yeah.
They'll be like, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm not, just skip that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? They won't be able to articulate why, but if someone that would understands music or listens to music excessively would be able to say that,
yes.
it's a production issue or whatever the case is. But yeah, the standard is the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get me?
So that's why I would say no, not in regards to this. Not what was the question again? Is it a reflection of
Can this project stand on par?
yeah? So that's one reason why I feel like you have it. I think just this is me coming from like a rapper type of mindset. I feel like you have it. I feel like obviously it just needs what do we call it? Fine tuning,
Polishing.
polishing. You know what I mean? It needs to be cleaned up. And so when it gets cleaned up, I feel like that next thing. I feel like it's there. Just the next thing you bring, I feel like that's what's gonna. It's gonna conceptually you got it. Do you know what I mean? You have it there. Do you know what I mean? You have the.
There's a story. Like,
There's a story. Do you know what I mean? So I know you could definitely give us a project, in terms of just giving us that like one that like the project needs to do this to me. Wow.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I think you had the potential, like with the stories that you had in there. You know, even the starts, the last, their diary, all of those things have the potential to make you be like, "Geez, this was a body of work."
Okay.
But it didn't quite have that effect because of many different aspects. Maybe it's the production, maybe it's even the lyricism or the delivery of certain things, or maybe the choice of music. You know what I mean? It could be there's a few things that hindered the delivery of the EP to make an impact on me personally. But I can definitely say that I can listen to this and I say this is not trash, and I can say that this is actually. I can see potential there. I can see what you're trying to do there. Do you know what I mean? So that would be my.
You're a J. Cole lover as well, so I love your perspective.
You said that you were trying to go in and out of flows. Like from the first song Unity, I was like, wow, this is gonna be. But then you went in and out of flows. And you even said it yourself, like experimenting on like maybe was this your first project?
This is I have a project I did beforehand with another fella, but this is my first solo.
Yeah, solo. You see,
first solo.
Like I don't think you should experiment like that on like a project like especially with the stories you're telling as well.
Yes.
I feel like if the delivery was
Impactful,
it would have been out of the pack.
Okay.
But experimenting on in and because he'll tell you as a rapper going in and out of flows is high.
It is.
It's high. You have to perfect it. So I feel just perfect the flows.
Yes.
Because that Unity song was whoo. Like, we'll listen to it together. I was like, this from Ireland. I was like, wow.
Cork County. Cork. Not Dublin, no. Cork.
Yeah, but that's just the delivery, especially.
Yes.
The delivery.
I lit. Last question. Actually, last question and one more because I want to. 1 to 10, what would you rate it? And again, comparing to the best of the best. If it's 4, 3, 2, calm. What would you rate it? 1 to 10?
5.
Cool.
I give it 5 as well.
Cool. And
Well,
water.
the 5 was because I haven't learned anything like this in Ireland.
Okay.
Like the story behind it, the stories you're telling was really like you could follow the stories as well.
Yes.
They weren't hard to follow. A good story, so 5.
I actually rate you, bro. Honestly,
What?
the reason being, let me tell you why I rate you. No, honestly, because like no one can come, not anyone can come on a podcast knowing that this is gonna be on YouTube type of vibe. Yeah. no, for real. I'm saying
Rate me.
criticize me. Tell me what
He's taking it on the chin.
I rate that. 'Cause I don't think I could even do that.
What did I say? I want to be the best.
Yeah.
The only way I can be the best is to
Facts,
become
facts,
better.
facts.
Yeah.
Fam, I
rate
believe
that.
I have the skill set to be the
Yeah.
best.
I rate that.
But I need to learn and constantly evolve.
Yeah.
Okay, apart from the reflection, what are your top 5 podcasts in Ireland?
5. Is there even 5?
I listen to podcasts, so in Cork and Dublin.
I'm only playing.
I
Yeah.
can't give you
Limerick.
5. I won't lie.
Okay, top 3, not including yourselves. Top 3 podcasts.
Pints of Malt.
Okay,
I listen to Pints of Malt.
I listen to all of them. But go on, find them out.
Pints of Malt definitely is one for me. Do you know what one that's actually I'll put in number one, but they stopped. Is the podcast with ZJ and Raphael.
Oh yeah.
They used
That
to,
was unfiltered.
yeah, they used to do a podcast and they stopped and they pissed me off because it was so good.
Yeah, they were good.
It
Yeah.
was a long time ago. It was
A long time ago. I remember
It was a long
you
time
did
ago.
it, and I was like,
During uni
what? I was like,
days.
what is podcast?
They were my initial introduction to podcasting.
Yeah,
I was just like, what the hell
I
is
didn't
this?
even get them on actually.
Yeah, it was sick.
And your third one?
My third one, I don't listen to any other ones. I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't listen to any other ones.
Irish, yeah.
Oh?
Irish, yeah.
Yeah,
specifically
Irish ones
limited
specifically. I
Irish
listen to a
ones.
lot of podcasts, but not any other Irish ones. Yeah.
Old man, pints of malt. That's all I can give you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thing with me as well is I like looking at visuals.
visuals.
So if I'm just listening, I can't keep attention to just one thing. So I like to watch. That's what gets my attention.
Okay. Okay.
So me with podcasts, like I just listen to podcasts that I can watch on YouTube.
All right.
That's still with me. So
Calm.
Yeah. Me,
David?
Flipping. Oh man, I'm not even a podcast guy to be honest. But actually, I just if I do, it's UK or America.
Okay.
But yeah, oh man, I do listen to them here and there. I listen to Pints of Malt. Oh, are you saying rate them?
Just give me your top three.
Oh,
It doesn't have to be in
Pints of
order.
Malt. Actually, you know, I like Down Up discussions.
Yeah.
Them lot good.
Really?
Cork.
Yeah.
Cork. From Cork.
Cork.
I was on the
Cork.
podcast.
What's it called?
Like,
Down
Up
Up discussions.
Okay.
I was
Shout
on
out to
the-
them, Chooks and Lovette. Shout out to
Yeah.
you if you're listening.
I was with them like maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
And they're just like they know how to converse.
Yes.
So yeah. I rate them as well.
All right, calm. Yeah, and that's my questions.
What about yours? Top three.
yeah, go
I
us
talked
top
this with Down to Discussions.
Yeah, go ahead,
if you
bro.
heard it. You guys,
No, top five since
Top
you listen
five.
to everyone.
where you head at Podcast, Down
fuck.
Discussion, Direct Message Podcast, Pint of Malt,
Oh, Deji's podcast.
yeah,
Direct Message,
Pint
that's
of
a
Malt,
good one.
and number 5 would be Sahicho, Cork.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. You put us on to those ones. Yes. Let me hear
Sahicho.
them.
So Downing Discussion, Sahicho, shout out to you, Cork County all day.
Oh, actually, honorable shout out to Chuck's cast.
Yeah,
Church cast, yeah.
I rate what he does. Like I honestly, I rate actually probably one of my top just because he's so specific about everything like he does. Like I literally was on it one time with him and he's just
the conversations you mean.
bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He gets from here to here and he brings it out. Like he brings it out, you know what I mean? And he asks the right questions as well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Shout out to Black and Bold as well. If you guys are listening, I'm sure they are. But Black and Bold podcast I like as
There's
well.
actually a few podcasts.
There is.
What's even favors one? I think it's Juice podcast. I don't be
tell you,
killing
bro.
people. Yeah,
Gonna
but
tell
yeah,
you,
yeah. Shout out to
You
every
know,
podcast.
I'm actually going to compile a list and
Yeah.
read it out next week of all
Dude.
Irish podcasts.
Yeah.
Because there's a
Especially
few.
in our scene.
There's a
Yeah,
few.
I'm not happy that I don't know every one of them. I'm dead ass. I'm actually not happy.
And you guys are the podcasters. Shame on you.
Don't mind us. Though. You know what? We're not even the way we do podcasts is like it's not even. We don't think about the podcast world. We're just
Right.
like we're three lads that just come in and chat.
You know what? For me, there's a reason I don't like talking.
Yeah.
The idea of speaking on
Yeah.
publicly, like I won't say it scares me. I just don't
Don't
like
like,
it.
yeah.
So like for me, it's just like, you know what? Let me just face that fear.
Yeah.
And then
Talk to
have
the
a
wood.
chat with the voice.
Like generally, I'm not even like a conversationist.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah.
at first it wasn't meant to be podcast. It was meant to be like a show on
Oh, so,
YouTube.
yeah.
I'll
It's
say
just
this
turned into a podcast.
as an outsider, having conversation with others, like the conversation and flow and relationship between you three is so funny and so sick.
Dope, man. Appreciate
And I've
that.
had this conversation with other podcasters, other people that listen to you.
Yeah.
Like ye, it was between ye and Pints of Malt. Pints of Malt, like shout out to them, but right now they're kind of. like, Pints of Malt, I shout out to you, but right now
out to
you
Pints of
like.
Malt still.
So that's why like you guys are so funny.
Yeah,
It's
do you know what?
ridiculous.
Do you know what I think?
It's ridiculous how funny
Thank you
are.
so much, bro. Do you know what I think about it? It's the dynamic. Do you know what I mean? Because if you have three people that are the same, you might not get the same results. But you have this. Like I think Snowden is the funniest.
No,
because
like
because I edit the visuals here, and sometimes I stop it and I'm cracking myself. Not because he might not even say anything.
This is reaction.
I think he's the funniest of the pod.
Like
you know what I
you
mean?
talk sense.
Yeah,
You're like
he talks
you
sense.
talk sense. You just go wild.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I feel like I'm just a crazy. Sometimes I talk sense, and sometimes I'm just,
you're gonna.
I'm stupid. You know,
You don't know what to get from him.
Yeah, you know what David you're gonna get. You know what I mean? But I feel like that dynamic works.
Yeah.
You know, where I just listen. Everyone's
And it
grown,
comes
so-
across. It comes
Yeah,
across.
yeah.
So fair play, and please be consistent. Keep up with it, because like I
Trust
said,
me.
you're
See,
pillars
that
of the black
consistency
Irish
thing,
culture.
don't worry about it. That's fine. That consistency, don't worry about that.
Bro, that's good. That's something that
Anywhere,
we're
anytime. You're there.
gonna give you every week.
Literally.
Think of us. Sorry. Tune out.
Literally, because that's one. I think that's one thing we're very adamant about from Joe.
Yeah.
Like,
Consistency.
Consistency.
what do you mean you're not free?
Yeah.
There's been days we recorded at 12 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's that dedication. See,
We
like,
done 12 a.m. because
Has
like
to be done.
this is the only
Yes.
day we have this week. We need to
Yes.
bang it out. We'll find a way to sort out the rest later.
Yeah.
it's being
But yeah.
dedicated. Like once you have that fire, just like I want to do this.
Yeah.
And you have the right, guys. The friendship dynamic is sick where you are willing to push each
They're all
other.
right. Don't mind them. They're all right.
So do a show at 12 a.m. Who's willing to do that unless you
mind
have that
him,
passion
man.
for it?
Hey, but listen, love
Much-
for coming on.
Nah,
Thank
let's
you,
give him
thank you,
where's your
bro.
head at just real quick before
Yeah,
you
where's
head.
your
Where's
head
your
at?
head at, bro?
Where's my head at?
Wait, they're always jumping.
Hold on, no. He gave me signal. He gave me signal. Yeah, point down.
Where's your head at, bro?
My head is at go listen to my EP Reflections
Definitely.
that is out on
Straight
all
up.
streaming platforms. Like I said, I wanted to show that I'm a student of the J. Cole's and the Kendricks, and I want to put Irish hip hop on the map. So please take 15 minutes, because I made sure it's short and sweet as well.
Yes, sir.
And good. So take 15 minutes if you're into the hip hop and rap, and go ahead and listen to that, please. And follow me on all the socials, Kestine. I'm the only one in this country with that name.
I checked.
Real quick. What's your favorite J. Cole album?
Forest Hill Drive.
My guy.
Of course, bro. Come on.
Anyway, love for coming on.
First things first.
Cork is.